Hey everyone, this is Libertarian Black Man. I want to share a good news story from the government shutdown that is clearly being overlooked by most of, if not all of, the media. And that is that even though people have lost income from their federal government jobs, they are being well taken care of by the private sector. We can start by pointing out that hundreds of U.S. restaurants are now giving food to furloughed federal workers. I obviously don't have the time to go through each and every single one of those restaurants, but let me give you the names of a few. Fazoli's, an Italian restaurant, is offering furlough freebies to federal employees during the government shutdown. We have a restaurant called the Barrio Cafe in Phoenix, Arizona. They're offering free meals to unpaid federal workers. Celebrity chef Jose Andres is helping to feed federal workers who have been furloughed by the shutdown from his organization World Central Kitchen. A restaurant called Poor Richard's, which is a restaurant located in Colorado, is offering free meals to federal workers who have not had a paycheck in several weeks since the shutdown began. We have 10 restaurants in New Jersey offering free meals and discounts to furloughed federal employees. We have a restaurant, one of those restaurants in New Jersey is the Soul Kitchen, owned by John Bon Jovi, who is also giving federal workers free meals. He is not the only member of the rock and roll community to help out here, because we also have KISS, who are also offering free meals to unpaid TSA workers. We have restaurants in Denver, the Denver area, that are offering free meals to furloughed federal workers this week and beyond, really until the government shutdown ends. Many of them say. More than a dozen restaurants in the Denver area. Even foreign actors are getting involved. Canadian air traffic controllers have sent pizza free to the United States air traffic controllers who have been affected by the shutdown. Kraft is actually opening free grocery stores so that unpaid workers can go in and just grab a bag of Kraft products for their home needs during the government shutdown. And of course, Kraft says that we want to make sure that furloughed workers do not go hungry during the shutdown. We have gas stations. Here's one in Michigan, offering free gas cards. In this case, $40 gas cards are being offered to furloughed federal employees. Banks are getting involved. They are offering interest-free loans as the shutdown continues. One of them, called the Launch Federal Credit Union, is issuing 0% interest rate loans up to $3,000 for employees of the federal government who've been furloughed. Here's another one. Alpine Bank, a bank in Colorado, has set aside $5 million to furloughed federal workers. Provident Bank in New Jersey has also said that they're canceling mortgage and credit card late fees for federal workers and allowing them to break their certificates of deposit early without paying any penalties. Huntington Bank, a bank located in Columbus, Ohio, has also jumped in with the low-rate quick loan programs for loans for customers who are federal employees. Chase Bank is also waiving some fees for federal government employees who have direct deposit. They are waiving credit card and mortgage late fees from federal workers. And you have Veridian Credit Union, which is giving a loan to impacted workers at no interest. Space Coast Credit Loan, also a credit union, offering interest-free loans to members who have experienced financial hardship. Here is a very interesting story. We have over 1,800 GoFundMe pages that have been set up to help federal workers make ends meet during the shutdown. And these GoFundMe pages have raised over $400,000 so far. What they're doing is they're asking the people setting the pages up, asking people to pay rent, buy food, or help people who are furloughed pay rent, buy food, make student loan payments, and repair cars. And one example of one of these pages is one set up by Scott Jones, who is a biologist for the United States Geological Survey. And he missed his first paycheck back in January 14th. He and his wife set up a GoFundMe page and raised $9,000 the very same week he missed the check. We really need to pay attention to what's happening here. The private sector is coming to the aid of those in need. It always has and it always will. And therefore, we need not worry about these federal workers who have lost their pay, or anyone for that matter who has been cut off from federal dollars, because the private sector really is the place where the federal government gets its money anyway, through taxes. So the private sector is always able to take care of people, because any money the government gets comes from them. And if the government does not pay out, the private sector will, out of compassion and out of an availability of resources that it always has. Therefore, we do not need government subsidy programs to take care of people. The private sector is showing us that people will be taken care of whether or not the government is doing it. So this makes the case more than ever before that we should gradually abolish federal assistance programs. I mean every single one of them. Cut government spending dramatically and reduce the tax burden on the American population. The reason is because we have a national debt situation that is unsustainable, and it will lead to escalating economic dysfunction over time. We have been building up the national debt because of a fear, a totally unfounded fear, that if we do not have government assistance programs taking care of people, then people will go homeless, they will go hungry, they will be out on their own without anyone to help them out. The government shutdown, which has now lasted 34 days, the longest in history, has shown us during the entire time that people have lost income. They are being taken care of by not just the nonprofit sector, that's what they do, but even the for-profit sector, businesses who are taking losses, who are giving away free food, giving away profits, giving away an opportunity to make money to help people out. So let's learn that the private sector is really the main reason why people do not starve in America, do not go homeless in America. And yes, there are homeless people, but the situation is far worse in a country where you don't have a robust private sector. Our private sector is taking care of people, and it always has and it always will. We need to cut government spending. We need to cut taxes even more so than we have already. And that way we can get our economy growing again to where we don't have to even worry about economic dysfunction in the future. Let us learn this very powerful lesson from the government shutdown. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Libertarian Black Man. Please follow us on Twitter at Libertarian Black Man. Please purchase the book Say No to Big Government, My Case for Maximum Freedom, which shows you why the government is not only unnecessary but destructive to helping people prosper in America. And that book is available on Amazon.com for $18, and we hope to see you in the next video.